Afternoon. Letcher County Government Channel has asked us to take you on a tour of our firehouse here in Jenkins. Right now you're looking at the City of Jenkins Fire Department here in Jenkins, Kentucky. We're here at the City of Jenkins Fire Department for Letcher County Government Channel 98. We're going to do a tour of the station today, but first I want to introduce our Fire Chief, Rick Corbett. Rick has been our Fire Chief for how many years now, Chief?
I believe since 98.
Since 98. We built this building in 2002. Rick and our other assistant chiefs, David Wright and Todd DePriest, were all very instrumental in getting the grants and everything for us, so we appreciate that. My name is James Stevens. I'm the Fire Prevention Officer and the Public Information Officer for the City of Jenkins Fire Department. Now we're going to take you on a tour of the trucks. As you can see, we've got our three main trucks outside right now. The one on my far left, which would be the viewer's right, is going to be engine 9. It is a pumper truck. Rick's panning over to take a look at it. Engine 9 is a pumper truck, has 500 gallons of water on it. We use it for car wrecks, also first in on fires. We can get it up into the hollows and smaller areas, back alleys of our city a lot easier than some of the other ones. Then we'll switch to the truck in the middle here. This is our newest one, and we're really proud of this. This is a 1,000-gallon pumper. It also has a foam tank on it. We can use it for house fires, structure fires, anything else. We carry other equipment on it too, a generator. We have like I said, the foam on it for car fires or any kind of hazardous material stuff. And it is the newest one we have. It's one of the first custom cabs, if not the first, I believe, in the county. We just got it earlier this year. We pan over to the Rick's right. The next one is the only heavy rescue that we have here in the county, and I believe it's the only heavy rescue in this part of the state, actually. This is a Mack. It's our heavy rescue for things like heavy car wrecks, any kind of rescue situations where we need heavy equipment like jaws and rams and things like that. It's not new to us, but again, thanks to our chief and assistant chiefs, they really get us some good grants and get us some real good equipment. Now what we're looking at, Rick, is this is our apparatus bay for the three apparatus pieces that we just showed you. This is where we keep them. Big object there, it looks like a swimming pool, and the viewfinder is going to be our porta tank. We use it to put in extra water when we're places where we don't have hydrants out in a rural area or something like that. Sometimes even when we do have hydrants, it works out pretty good for us too. This is the bay, like I said, where we keep everything. Right up there where you see the green hose hanging, we do have some green hose for St. Patty's Day. That's where we keep our hose when we're drying it out after fires. The little orange object right next to that is going to be our air compressor where we fill up our air bottles. Then along this wall, you'll see all our turnout gear, helmets, boots, coats. About $1,700 a piece for a complete set of that stuff. Of course, that keeps us safe in the fires when we go in. It gets kind of hot in the summer, but it's warm in the winter. There by the window right in front of us there, you can see a fire hydrant. That is actually one that's been cut open that we use for training. Makes it a little easier on the guys to figure out how to use the hydrants, and it helps us with our ISO ratings as well. Then we have some more turnout gear. We've got approximately 35 people on the roster, so we need gear for each, and we're going at about $1,700 a piece. So when you think about that, that's a lot of money. Hey, we're back here at the fire department again here in Jenkins. What we're looking at now is our 85-foot tower ladder. This truck came from Minersville, Pennsylvania, which wasn't too far from where the Flight 93 went down during the 9/11 thing. Speaking of which, we'll be looking at a piece of the World Trade Center that our department received later on in the broadcast. This tower ladder is 85 feet long. High is how high it can get. We use it for everything from even a single family dwelling to where you can do some ventilation on the roof to all kind of rescues. We do have some taller buildings here in the town, and this thing will definitely get up that far. Rick, the engine we're looking at now is engine 8. It's got 350 gallons of water on it. It actually came from Cincinnati. We got this a few years ago. Again, our Chief Rick Corbett and Assistant Chiefs Todd DePriest and David Wright got the good deal for us. We had to go up and get it. And if you'll notice, we have on the side of the truck there a big 343 symbol with a picture of the World Trade Center from New York. That was a very bad day for everybody, and we wanted to commemorate it by putting it on our truck as well. Here we are at the firehouse again. We're upstairs in the training room this time. What you're seeing right now is the view outside the window, looking towards the south, the double quick. The new one, the old one of course was torn down. Coincidentally, the firehouse here was built on the lot where we also had a gas station at one time too. I'll spin around the room here a little bit, try not to make anybody dizzy. We've got our couches that the guys will stay on when we're training. Sometimes, like during the last couple ice storms, we've had people actually stay up here and sleep so that we'd be quicker getting out for those of you that needed us. We'll sleep up here sometimes as well. Got our trophy case there. We have different trophies and things from different fire events, different pictures, commemoratives and things like that. We do have a full kitchen in here as well, refrigerator and stove and sink and everything else. That keeps us in food and coffee during the bad winter days. Primarily we use this room for training. We do have the big TV that you saw earlier that we use for training videos and such as well. Here we are in our fire chief's office. Don't really want to say what goes on too much in here because there's probably some practical jokes going on at one time or another. And of course Rick there working hard on his paperwork. As you can see there, kind of appropriate that he has a Pittsburgh Steelers trash can, because that's where you'd want to put all the trash for us Cowboy fans. Anyway, Rick does a lot of work there. Behind him you can see he's got his little commemorative thing with fire trucks on it. Got a whole ton of those. Seems that firemen collect nothing but fire shirts, t-shirts, and little fire department trucks. We got a ton of those at our house too. Like I said, this is where all those trucks that you saw downstairs came from. Right here at Rick's desk is where he does all the grants for us, and without him none of this stuff would be possible. So everybody needs to tell him a big thank you next time they see him on the street. As you can see, here's our chief trying to work off some weight. I need to do that as well. We've got us a room in here where we do our exercise in a heavy bag, speed bag for aerobic exercise. We do have a bench with different free weights, various weights around. Try to stay in shape if we can, because people don't realize how physically demanding firefighting really is. Matter of fact, the leading cause of firefighter death is actually cardiac related. All right, Rick, this is our crew room. This is where we do some training as well. Our training is on Monday nights. Don't know if I mentioned this or not, but we all are volunteers here. Nobody gets paid to come out and do this. I guess that's why every little boy wants to be a fireman, and every fireman has a little boy in him. I guess that's the good thing about being a volunteer, is we get to keep on doing the things we did when we were kids, riding in the fire trucks and spraying water. This is one of the rooms where we do our training at. We also have our communication desk here. Rick, of course, is there in his usual spot. He's always at a desk, one place or another. What we're looking at here is our pictures of various fires throughout the years, different things that we've done, different rescues and training and such. What Rick's zooming in on now is where the first fire department was at here in Jenkins, where the Community Trust Bank is now. And then just slightly over to that, we'll show that the firehouse when I first started up here back in 2002 or so, underneath Old City Hall. That was the firehouse before the one we're in now, underneath City Hall on Lakeside Drive. And then we'll pan back down and show you what the new one that we're standing in now looks like. So we've come a long, long way. Here we have our pictures of our members with their certifications. Everybody has to be certified in order to go into a burning structure at the firehouse. So even though we're volunteer, we still have some schoolwork we have to do. Again, these are our pictures of our members. The last one we're going to show you is firefighter Mark Sturgill, who was tragically taken from us just about a year ago due to a bad act of another person. Not only do we have our fire trucks and training and stuff here, but we also use the building for community purposes. A lot of you, no doubt, last year on Channel 98 watched Santa Claus here after our Christmas parade. That's an annual thing we do here in Jenkins as well. Next thing we wanted to go to was on this table. This is a piece of the World Trade Center that we had got off the computer. Again, our fire chief, Rick Corbett, got us a piece of it. This is an actual piece that came from the Trade Center itself. On the table in front of it is pictures of the actual 343 firemen that did not come home that day. An interesting side note about the piece of the Trade Center, when it first was delivered to City Hall, they told me about it. I went inside the room that it was at and just kind of felt a little funny, had kind of a funny feeling up my back. I didn't say anything to anybody because I thought, they'll think I'm crazy. And then Chief Rick Corbett and our Assistant Chief Todd DePriest, later on they got together with me and first thing they said was, did you feel kind of funny when you saw that piece? So we all did. I guess it's something that makes us very proud knowing that those guys went in even after seeing the first tower come down. They still went in. And so I think it's a tribute to them that every time that alarm rings, firemen, not just in our city but everywhere else too, we still climb up on that rig and go. And we owe that tribute to those guys. No greater bravery than those guys that day. Well, Mitch, all that takes care of our tour of the fire station here in Jenkins. We want to thank the members of the Fiscal Court for making the Letcher County Government Channel available to us all. It's been a good tool. Thanks for the viewers for letting us take you around our station. Before we go, Fire Chief Rick Corbett, is there anything you'd like to add to anything?
I'd like to say we enjoy everybody being able to see our station, and I also would like to say, in case anybody didn't know, there are 9 departments in the Letcher County area, and pretty much 100% of them are volunteers. And each member, whether man, woman, they all come to their department to train and respond at any time to any emergency that they're called upon. And sometimes they get criticized, and instead of that, everybody should go to one of those firemen and shake their hand and say thank you for being there when we need you.